Well, welcome to Best of 2025. We have made it halfway through the year, which is wild to say, but I am going to be sharing 25 of my favorite products that I have tried out in the year of 2025. Definitely drop yours in the comments down below. I would love to try out some of your favorites for future videos, and let's jump into my top 25. I've been talking about this blush quite a bit recently. I also should probably have a how to unbasic your blushes this summer video that is already up, talking about 5 of my favorite bright, colorful, unbasic blushes, if you will. And one of the blushes that I mentioned is this one here from Rare Beauty. So this year Rare Beauty came out with their matte bouncy blushes, and this shade that I love is Grateful. So this is what I describe as more of like your watermelon red. It's so beautiful. These retail for $27. There's a lot of different shades also, but one thing that I really like about this formula is that even though it is a matte blush, because it has that really creamy texture to it, it almost doesn't show as super matte on the cheeks. I'm not gonna say it's like really glowy or luminous or shimmery or anything like that, but it's not that kind of like flat matte that I don't like love in all of my blushes. So this blush has just impressed me so much. I said in my unbasic blushes video that I know so many people love the Rare Beauty liquid blushes, and I like those, but these matte bouncy blushes, these are really where it's at for me. I haven't tried out the most amount of eyeshadow palettes this year. I mean, in years past when I did, you know, mid-year favorites, there was times where I had still tried like 30, 40 eyeshadow palettes because at the end of the year I had tried 80, 90, 100 plus. Definitely have scaled back quite a bit, but there are a few eyeshadows that I want to touch on. As always, I will have all of these linked in my description box, and they should be popping up in the YouTube shopping button as well. But next up, I was a little surprised because I was very hesitant about these. I did not want to buy these for full price, and which I ended up doing, and you might have guessed it, the Patrick Ta eyeshadow duos. Now I will say I only purchased one of these. I did have a friend gift me the other one. My shades are still at the club, and Do You Know Who I Am? Do You Know Who I Am is the gold, and this is the one that I bought for myself. For me and my makeup preferences, I am very quick and simple, right? So I just finished filming this makeup look right here. This will be a get ready with me that is coming up. And I just used 2 eyeshadows from one of the new Morphe palettes. This is their Cyber Chrome palette. I just used 2 eyeshadows in here, and then also a third to do my winged liner. Like super simple, super quick. To me, if we have very different makeup preferences, I don't think that these will probably be for you. If you love to experiment with a bunch of different shadows, you love, you know, 5, 6 eyeshadows and blending and all of that, like these probably are not going to be for you. But if we have similar tastes, you like those quick and easy makeup looks, you like a lot of shimmers, like I love a good shimmery look, I love a good wet shimmer. That's what I feel like this one from Morphe was giving me as well. These are what the Patrick Tas give me. I also like that they're very small, compact. They're easy to travel with. I'm always working out of my on-the-go makeup bag. I'm currently in the midst of a move, so that's why I'm doing a bunch of pre-filming, so I'm not exactly sure the order of my videos, but I'm moving out of this apartment, so I have to move, you know, my entire makeup collection, pack everything up and all of those things. So definitely doing a little bit of pre-filming as I get prepared for that. And these Patrick Ta duos they just make doing my eyeshadow so simple. I will say too that for this video, I'm primarily focusing on what either came out this year or what I tried this year. There are going to be a few products that I maybe tried last year, but are still my favorites right now. So I still kind of wanted to like sneak them in here. Another eyeshadow, this is a quad, and this is not one that I thought I was going to love, and it's also one that's very expensive. I feel like we're starting off. I swear I have some affordable options in here as well, but this is very expensive because this is $68 for 4 eyeshadows, which is a lot. It's from YSL. And from YSL, this is their Couture Mini Clutch, and this one is like Kasblah Spices. It doesn't have the name on here, which drives me crazy. I just tried out the new Valentino puffer glosses, and the shade names aren't on here. Drives me crazy. Like, this is $68, you can't throw a shade name on here. I'm like really looking hard, like it's really not on here, right? Like I feel like it has space to put it right here, but it's just blank. But I ended up loving this quad. I grabbed it out for one of my Shop My Stash months. I want to say it was like towards the beginning of the year as well. I've used this so much. There is such a dip in this gold shadow, and it's beautiful. Again, like I just said, very basic eyeshadow girl. I love like a brown smoky eye. I've been using the new Sigma Spectrum palette so much recently, and this is like you get your 3 mattes and then a gorgeous shimmer. To me, it's just like an all-in-one palette. I always know what look I'm gonna do with it, but it doesn't always have to be the same look. I can go all mattes, I can do something more smoky, I can do something just the shimmer. I can use a liner out of here as well. To me, this is just like an everything palette. If you are more into luxury makeup, I think this would be a really good one for you to have. If you stick with more affordable makeup, you definitely don't have to spend $68 on an eyeshadow quad. I remember last year when I did my Best of Beauty, I got a comment that I truly don't think I've ever gotten in my 10 years of being on beauty YouTube. But someone said, I can't believe you expect us to go out and buy every single one of these products that I mentioned as a favorite. And I was like, I don't think that thought has ever crossed my mind in any time I've done a favorites video. Anytime I've watched a favorites video, I've never had that thought of like, oh, this person wants me to buy every single favorite. There's definitely going to be the ones that you like pick and choose, something that you need, something that you've wanted to try, something that's maybe outside of your comfort zone that you want to try. Like, so again, I'm not saying everyone needs to run out and get a $68 eyeshadow quad, and I'm trying to give, you know, a variety of options in here. I'm just saying for me, that one comes with me so much. I love the size, I love the quality, and I love the shades in there. And then speaking of eyeshadow palettes, these two are in my Shop My Stash bag right now, and I just keep going back to them and keep going back to them. I've been using both of these since for almost 3 months now, and I think that they are fabulous. So like I mentioned, the Sigma Spectra palette that I said that I've been using so much, I mean, this is a little bit bigger for an eyeshadow palette that I typically go for, and this one retails for $65, but you have a ton of mattes in here, and then you also have a row of shimmers. So I love to go into this. Again, it's in my on-the-go makeup bag right now. I love that it has the mirror in it as well. This is like if I just want to do something super quick, I can do it. If I want to do a more detailed smoky eye, I did a 4 looks video with both of these palettes and 2 other ones, of course, because I did 4 looks. But I used like the tape. I did a very like winged out eyeshadow look with this Sigma palette. I love the Sigma quality. I used the new brushes from the Angela Bright collection today. Sigma just has a fantastic quality, and the Spectrum palette is one that I just keep going for, and I love that it's in my on-the-go makeup bag right now. I do have a discount code with Sigma, which is Samantha. And then the other palette that I was showing is from Singe Beauty. This is their second eyeshadow palette that the brand has launched, and this is the Agate Temptation palette. This to me, I really love for the shimmers. Like I said, a one and done, very quick and easy makeup look kind of girl. And translucent, gilded, silica, those are the 3 that I go into the most, but I also go into fire quite a bit because I love to do orange with green eyes. I did a video recently on my 7 makeup tips that I wish I knew sooner, and one was understanding the color theory and how to use the color theory wheel to do eyeshadow, finding that complementary color that makes your eye color pop. And for green, it's oranges and reds. So I go into just fire. Like, yes, sometimes I go into volcanic as well, but a lot of times I'm just going into those shadows that I pointed out, and that's all I'm doing. There are some really cool mattes in here too. Like in my 4 looks video, I used Banded, which is more of like a cool neon shade. There's also plenty of shades that I can use for my lower lash line, for liner as well. So I've been really impressed with this palette, but it's funny because it's like I go into the Sigma more for the mattes, and I go into the Singe more for the shimmers. Sticking with eyes for a moment, I loved the Makeup by Mario mascara this year. This one retails for $28. I actually pulled this out of my empties bin because I did use it all the way up. So when I posted my Shop My Stash for June, I gave this one rave reviews, and I also said it was completely used up. So I pulled this out of my empties bin real quick so I could show you that I did indeed try it, I guess. But this one to me was so nice because it gave the lashes a nice curl, like it lengthened them and then gave them a nice curl. I also love that it did not transfer. I do not like mascara that transfers, and especially because I live in Las Vegas and we have some heat going on right now. It's 107 degrees outside. I filmed my last Get Ready With Me in a swimsuit top because it's hot, and I'm also like trying to pack my apartment at the same time. But the Makeup by Mario mascara, will definitely be a repurchase for me. And then speaking of Makeup by Mario and switching more to an accessory, I love the F4 brush. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I had this last year. There's a few products in this video that I either tried last year or maybe even mentioned last year, but they're still like that good to me and still something that I use so consistently that I just felt like I wanted to include them as well. And for me, the Makeup by Mario F4, I am not someone who often goes for double-ended brushes like this. I think I just found them harder to store, like harder to travel with and that sort of thing. But this is like such an exception to that. So you have, this is what I use like more for my foundation, the larger side, and then concealer on this side. It's just my go-to brush. I actually have 2 of these and I just on rotation, like I always have one clean and then I have one in my makeup bag and then I wash one and then I put the next one in my makeup bag. This to me is my go-to brush for foundation and concealer, and it has been for a while. You see it in almost every single get ready with me that I use. Another accessory, this one is a little bit more like skincare focused, but I've talked a lot about my Solawave this year and how much I love this. This is a red light device. Red light I feel like is definitely very trendy right now, but in addition to just like being trendy, I think it really does work. I noticed such a huge difference with my skin, especially when it came to acne scarring, when I started consistently using a red light therapy device. So from Solawave, you can get this on the website. You can also get this on Amazon. It retails for around $109. There are sometimes like different accessories or like serums, things like that you can add along with it. But if you just press the button here, you can see the red light. It has a little vibration, a little bit of heat as well. And I think it's really cool because you focus on 3 areas of the face, like lower, under the eyes, forehead, and then also neck. And you do it for, I think it's 3 minutes at a time, and it will automatically stop vibrating at those 3 minutes. And then you know to move on to the next. So at night when I do my skincare, I mean, I truly just sit and read a book or drink my tea, and I just do my red light. And I love that it's very small. It comes in a case as well, but I basically just always have it in my makeup bag because I love to travel with it also. So there's no reason for, even if I'm traveling, there's no reason that I'm not using my red light device. And again, I've noticed, especially as someone who's acne prone, I've noticed a huge difference in my skin with that. One more accessory I wanted to touch on, again, I had this last year, but my makeup bag, I do a lot of my like makeup bag videos. I show every single month, you know, shopping my stash, packing my on-the-go makeup bag. I also, anytime I go on a trip, I always do a pack my makeup bag video. And so I get asked a lot of questions on my makeup bag. Again, this one is from Singe Beauty. It retails for $25. This is the large makeup bag. And you can see it has, I don't want to like spill everything, but you have like some little side pockets here. You have a middle with a zipper, some more side pockets. So in the side pockets, I typically put things like I have like my pencil sharpener in here, but this holds a lot. Again, because I do this like on the go makeup bag, like I need one that is going to fit a lot of my stuff in here. And I feel like this really holds a lot. So even though I got this last year, I wanted to mention it because I use it all the time and I get a lot of questions on it. And then a skincare product that I wanted to mention, I very clearly love these Josie Maran body butters. I've posted about them on Instagram as well, but I have 2 in my empties bin. I actually have I think a third empties, and then I just opened another one from Josie Maran. I love these. In today's Get Ready With Me, I did use the new fragrance mist. This one is in Golden Hour and it smells so, so good. I do want to do a favorite summer scents video, and I really wanted to try these out from Josie Maran, and I got a couple new ones from Fleur. So I wanted to be able to try those out so I could pick like, you know, some of my top favorites for that video. So stay tuned. I know a lot of you have asked me recently if I'll do more fragrance videos. So I have one coming up for you. But this from Josie Maran is also super nice. But this body butter, there's so much of it, and it's so like thick and hydrating and moisturizing, and it's just so nice. I use it all the time. Every time I get out of the shower, this is what I put on. If I'm getting ready to go out and, you know, I change into my outfit, the last step that I do is put on some of this body butter. It makes my skin feel so soft, and it's just, again, it's so like thick and hydrating, and this is a fantastic body butter. This next product, again, I did try last year, but I wanted to mention it, especially because this video is going up because I'm US based and going into the summer, and I know a lot of my community is as well. But I thought I would mention this setting spray. It's from One Size. It's their On Till Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. So I talk in my Get Ready With Me that I actually put in my Morphe setting spray into my on-the-go makeup bag, and then I instantly was like, why did I not put in my One Size? Because it is so hot. It's only gonna keep getting hotter here. And this really is a mattifying setting spray. To the point when I first started using this, I bought it in the Sephora sale, one of the, like towards the end of the year last year during the Sephora sale, and I thought my skin type was changing. Like, cause I went from like having oily skin to dry skin to now more combo skin. I was like, am I going back to dry skin? I was like, what is going on here? But it was just using the One Size setting spray. So that gave me a good chuckle. But if you're looking for something to really keep your makeup on, especially during the summer months, I just have a mini, which retails for $17, but you can also get the full size. I think it's like $30 or $32. Moving over to some complexion products, one of my newer ones is from Kulfi. This is their concealer, their Main Match Concealer. My shade is in Cocoa Crush. This is a beautiful concealer. I've been really impressed with Kulfi. I've tried a few products from them and I really like the brand. I would like to definitely try more from them. I just ordered their mascara, so as soon as I get that, I will be trying that out right away. But I'd love to know if you've tried anything from Kulfi or what you would recommend. I don't know if you can see, like, I have really liked this concealer. It's in my on-the-go makeup bag right now. I like that you get good coverage without it feeling super heavy on the under eyes. And to me, it's very, this particular shade is very close to my skin tone. So I use it for the under eyes and then I use it all over to spot conceal since I am more acne prone as well. But this concealer has been beautiful. I'm a big fan of this. And then some more complexion products. I'm gonna run through these quickly because I hope this isn't anything new. You know, to put in a favorites video, I hope not a lot, is you're like, oh, I didn't know she liked that. But these especially, I talk about these a lot. So first of all, the Milani Powder and also the Conceal and Perfect Skin Tint. These are beautiful together. They're beautiful on their own. I love a good skin tint. I love more light coverage, not even just because we're going into the warmer months, but I've been a light coverage girl for the past couple of years now. I really can't remember the last time I wore like a full coverage foundation. But the Milani Skin Tint, this is more of a soft matte finish, but it's so easy to blend out. It's so lightweight on the skin, but just gives a really nice, like your skin but better type of look, and I love it. The powder, so long wearing, it just kind of blurs and smooths everything out and sets the skin so beautifully. This is also one of my favorite packaging for powders, I will say. Super easy to pull it up. You have the net, so you never get like too much product, but also it's very easy to get the product out. In today's Get Ready With Me, I was kind of struggling with the new powder that I was trying. And I think I even mentioned in there, like, this is why I like the Milani packaging so much. And again, like I said, I was gonna have some affordable products in here. The Milani is more affordable as well. And also the Colourpop Foundation Balm. This is so nice. I said it was my goal in my Shop My Stash video to try to use this one all the way up this summer, and like, I really feel like I can do it. I use this one so much. I really thought the Milani was going to be my favorite when I was trying the skin tints, but it was actually surpassed by the Colourpop. Again, I do have more combo skin, more acne prone, more sensitive skin, and I am 38, so not the most mature, not the youngest skin around either. But their Pretty Fresh Tinted Foundation Balm is just beautiful. I have my discount code with Colourpop and it is MARCHBEAUTY. And the Colourpop is going to be more of the natural finish versus the Milani, which is the soft matte. The Colourpop gives off a little, since it's so creamy, it can be like a little bit more hydrating, but it's not like glowy or anything like that, I don't think. And then another product, to no one's surprise, is the Sephora Bronzer. I love this, and let me check my notes because I always, like, I can kind of forget that the Sephora collection is a little bit more affordable. This one is only $16 for this bronzer. I bought it off of your suggestions, actually. This was in my comment section when I asked for favorites. So again, this is your reminder. Please drop any of your 2025 favorites below so I can try some of them as well. But I love the Sephora bronzer. It's a powder matte bronzer. Very natural, very easy to build up, very easy to blend out. This has been like my go-to bronzer for the past several months. I'm trying to think when I bought it. Basically since I bought it, it's been my go-to bronzer. A brow product that I wanted to give a shout out to is the Milk Makeup Brow Gel. Now this is not a product that to be frank, I don't think this is a product that I would have tried had I not received it in PR, because I typically do not buy brow gels like this. It's just not particularly like my kind of vibe, but this product is so nice. And it's not, I'm not gonna say it's the most foolproof or easiest to use. Like today, I tried the new brow pencil from Review Beauty and I was like, that was so fast, so easy, so natural, and I loved it, right? This to me is not, it's definitely not as hard as I thought it was going to be, but it's not still as easy as a pencil. But this is something nice if I'm like in a hurry or on the go and I want kind of that no makeup type of look, but still something with my brows, I can use this. I just use a light hand, I just comb through my brows, and then it's the front that can get a little tricky to me, but I just point it like this, and then I flick a little bit at the front of my brows. That's how I do the front of my brows with this. And then this is also a brow tint, so it's actually going to tint your brows. So when you take your makeup off at night, you really want to be like scrubbing at your brows to get it off, because it stays in place. So it's also great for the warm weather months. If you're looking for sweat-proof makeup, your brows are not gonna move with this. And then let's wrap it up with some lip products. Again, I know that I was using this lip liner last year, but it's one of my go-to lip liners right now, and I just repurchased it this year as well. It's still a favorite. It's in my Shop My Stash bag now. It's from Freck. If you love lip liner, or you've been trying to get into lip liner, just try this one, okay? This is their Makeout Club Nude Muse Lip Liner, and this retails for only $18. I don't think that's bad. The Charlotte Tilbury, the Natasha Denona, those are gonna be well into the 20s for those. Again, I used this all the way up. I repurchased it during the Sephora sale. I love the shade 03 because it's more cool tone. It's just such a beautiful lip liner. It stays, it's easy to apply. I love to wear it on its own, and then I also love to pair it with glosses as well, but this is like my go-to lip liner right now. I just think it's beautiful. And of course, I think technically I had like 22 products for this video, and then I was like, but if I include all 3 of my glosses that I did with Ofra, it gets us to 25. So if you're one of those, like you're like counting and you're like, wait, listen, I have 3 glosses here, but in, what was it, April of this year, I launched a new collaboration with Ofra Cosmetics. It is the For the Plot Gloss Collection, and I created 3 glosses because they are also in collaboration with 2 of my best friends, Ashley and Katie, who live in Vegas with me. So we created the shades Next Chapter and Fam. That's kind of how it's supposed to read, Next Chapter, Fam. Next was for Katie, Chapter was for me, and Fam was for Ashley. And we had so much fun working on these glosses. I definitely wear Chapter the most. This is the mauve shade with some shimmer in it. That was the one that I was working on, and I love a good mauve shade. I love some good shimmer. But we also have kind of like this milky, like salmony, peachy shade with a lot of shimmer as Next. And then Fam is kind of like our spicy shade. It's a little bit more on the brown red side that Ashley created, but we love our Ofra glosses. Thank you to anyone who has supported the collab, shared about it, purchased it, tried it, anything like that. If you still want to get it, you can purchase them together in the set or individually. They are $15, and my discount code on the Ofra website is Samantha. Okay, I have mentioned this gloss before, and that I don't think a lot of people talk about the LYS Glossy Balms, and I think that these are so beautiful. The Glossy Balms, especially this shade right here, which is Charismatic, actually reminds me a bit of the YSL like Candy Lip Glaze in 02, which is a favorite of mine. It's gone viral online, but the LYS Lip Balm is only $19, and I think the YSL, I think that one's like 40 or something like that, right? But this is so beautiful. It's glossy without being like too overpowering. It's not sticky, and it just makes the glosses. It just makes the lips look so glossy, so cute. This is one of my, you know, you have those options that it's just kind of like, this is like my fallback. Like I know this is gonna look good. I can pair this with so many different lip liners because it just has that real, it's more of a clear shade, but like a little hint of that like pink clear gloss. It's just beautiful. It's just, it's a go-to of mine. And then I used up this lip liner recently, but from Colourpop, the Westwood lip liner. Again, this is only gonna be $8, so we're finishing on an affordable note. I know I had a lot of high-end or luxury at the beginning of the video as well, but the Colourpop So Juicy Lip Balms, I just used up a Westwood in one of my recent Get Ready With Me videos, and I was so shook. I couldn't believe I went all the way through it, but I love that they say that they're a plumping gloss. To me, they give more of that cooling feel versus that like really tingly feeling. So I don't mind that, but they're very long wearing. Again, Westwood was that nude mauve shade that I could wear all over my lips and just wear a lip liner alone. There was so many different beautiful glosses that I could pair with them, you know, including the LYS Glossy Balm that I was just talking about. But Colourpop lip liners, they've been some of my favorites for such a long time. The originals and now these So Juicy Plumping lip liners, highly, highly recommend those. But after that, those are my 25 favorite beauty products so far of 2025. If you want to see a books video on my second channel, definitely let me know. If you want to see a non-beauty favorites, let me know as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.